Hello everyone, this is Angela. Today we are going to be going through He Hideth My Soul, and we are on page 24 of the hymn player intermediate level. So we are going to be going through this. I'll play it for you once through, hands together, and then we will separate them out and talk a little bit about some techniques you can use to make this song flow. Very beautiful by Fanny Crosby and arranged by Swaim. So here we go. 6 beats per measure. We are in the key of D, so all the F's and C's will be sharp and lots of D's. When in doubt, D is probably the note to play if you're not sure, or the chord to play. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the right hand, or I'm just going to walk through how I play it, and we'll just go from the top. So, A Wonderful Savior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. So you do kind of want to come up here a little bit to get a nice C sharp played there. And I'm keeping my right hand thumb on the D. Here's middle C, here's D, and that is going to be your big note for a lot of this song. So He Hideth My Soul, measure 5. Now at this point, I could go like this for cleft with the D, G, B pattern there on measure 6, but I think it would be better if I went like this with 1, 2, and 4, so that I can have a little bit of an edge to reach that D for cleft of the rock, which is nice and high. So cleft of the rock, and then just kind of come on back. Measure 9. Okay, and I dropped some of the low notes there just because I thought they're a little awkward, and they're not really missed by me, so that's fine. On measure 11, you do not want to skip that D sharp. That's a really great sound there, so try to keep that if you can. Measure 13. To the D. All right, so the left hand, or the right hand, I'm sorry, is very straightforward with this, nothing too complicated. So let's go over to the left hand. The left hand is a lot of jumping. So low D's here. So this is the D below middle C. Again, for reference, here's middle C on my piano. Here's the D below it. So this is D3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. There is a lot of jumping, but you usually get a couple of beats to get there, so it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm using the pedal to hold the sound in between jumps while my hand is off the piano. 2, because you have the low octave, and then right away on the next beat you have to come up here to middle C sharp. So something that you can do is, instead of going way down here to the A, for example on measure 9, that first beat in the bass clef, this is a low A, A2 and 3, you can go use A3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and you're kind of right there. So you could try that. Here on measure 10, we've seen this pattern before, but let me talk about it for a minute. You have D and D, and then you can kind of bring your pinky up, hold the D, okay? Which works a little bit better, but you kind of remember where your thumb was and you bring your pinky to that spot so you can reach that D major chord. Okay, so going back to measure 9, let's try it with the higher parts here for the A's instead of the low A's. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the A pattern. 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this pattern is a D arpeggio, so D, F sharp, A, D would normally be how you play it, but we're going to play, in this case, we're going to play it backwards. D, A, F sharp, D. Okay? Now keep your hand down there because we're going to use the arpeggio for the next measure, and I'm on measure 13. So if you're looking at the book, you have a single note and then 2 chords that bring you up pretty far. So you're jumping 2 octaves really. That's not necessary if you're finding that troublesome. I would just do D, A, D. Kind of play with the octaves and throw in a note from the D chord in the middle. It can be A, it can be F sharp, whatever suits you. D, A, D, and do it again because that next set of 3 notes, life in the, or measure 4, 5, and 6 beat 4, 5, and 6 on measure 13 is still just a D chord. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's perfectly fine. It will totally work in this song. Measure 14 is a G chord, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to play with a low G down here and a high G here, and I'm going to grab a D in the middle, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Measure 15, we're going to go to an A chord. Now I'm going to keep the A, the D, and F sharp, which are all in there. So I'm going to play that as my D chord. And then I'm going to play A, B, C sharp, D, because I like the way that flows. So I'm playing exactly what's written now. So really, you do not have to play what's written in the bass clef. As long as you get the main note with its chord, which if you were in any doubt, it's usually going to be D or G or A. Basically, that's about the only chords in this song. So D major, A major, or G are the big chords for this song. So as long as you're in those chords, you're fine. And let's try it again from the top. Again, the goal is to flow and enjoy the worshipfulness of this song. And if you're too distracted with a bunch of notes in the left hand, it kind of takes away from the point of the song in the first place. So don't let that happen to you. If it's happening to you, simplify it out and make it your own. Okay, from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.